So today I'm going to show you a much more efficient, easy, food safe and better tasting way to freeze distill your milk. Now, freeze distillation is a technique used by baristas in competition for many years to remove water content for their milk. This means that they can add less milk to a coffee to find balance while allowing the intensity of that coffee to shine through with that better texture and sweetness. Now, this method would often be done with a full bottle of milk, placed in a freezer overnight, and then you're taking this out fully frozen, lid off, upside down, slowly dripping out those fats and sugars, which melt before the water content, which stays in that bottle as ice. Now, the problem here is that it's a 2-day process. One night for freezing, another night for distilling and dripping out those sugars and fats safely in a fridge overnight. Now, I'm gonna show you a method that is a lot easier. So we take a full bottle of milk. I have an open esky or cool box, and I'll open it up and pour it straight in. Now, what the esky is gonna do is insulate that milk all around the sides and the bottom. So what we do is get a very slow freezing only from the top. Now, this slowing down of that freezing means the water molecules will separate as ice crystals on top, similar to the surface of a lake. So by doing this, I can freeze at set temperatures and times, and then remove that water content at 24 hours, giving me that unfrozen concentrate below. So this concentrate will never actually freeze, and that gives us more sweetness, longer shelf life, and better food safety. So I have my full cream milk. I'm gonna take some cling wrap that goes on top. A small amount of moisture around the edges of the top will help this cling, and I place this into a freezer. So this freezer is set to -13 degrees, and that for me will distill 2 liters of milk by 50% in 24 hours. Now, your freezer might be a little bit colder, so you can increase or decrease the time frame to get that concentration that you're after. I find around 50% works really well. Now, at 24 hours, I'm gonna open the freezer, take out my cool box, remove that cling wrap, and I'm gonna remove the larger chunks of ice with a strainer. And then when I've removed those bigger bricks, I'll strain that through the strainer into a jug, back into the bottle, mark the date, and that goes straight into the fridge. Now, in the cafe, people are always amazed by the sweetness, texture, and intensity of coffee flavor, while it's still being a balanced and delicious beverage. So this is a great coffee style to serve in a cafe as a feature coffee. If you want a starting point on how to use this concentrate with a coffee like raspberry candy, I've left a recommendation on the brew guide online at Honor Coffee.